Dang guys, we back with the Lexus. We're about to replace the bumper, but man, we ordered the bumper online and this is how they shipped it, guys. Look, put that part down for me. Push it down. That's how the bumper got sent. Look at that. You guys think it's creased? I don't know. I think it's holding its shape fine. Well, we're gonna install that. And we're gonna install the front shocks. We have already did the rear shocks before. That's the bumper, guys. Look at that thing. Link will be in the description, okay, guys? Look at that. It's gonna go on perfect. Perfect. Alright, we gotta get some sway bar links for the shocks. Let's jack it up. It's off. You have your Phillips holding on this corner here. You have your side marker, your fog lights. You have a retaining clip here, retaining clip here. This side is broken. There's one on this side. Your Phillips screw here on the inside. And then you got a bunch of retaining clips around the bottom. Okay. We're gonna swap the fog lights. And the side guys, the struts in the front are shot. The whole thing moves. We got our struts online. Let's see how they turn out. It's complete assembly with the spring, but this is what we're replacing. We're gonna do our 2 bolts holding the strut to the hub, 3 bolts up here, and then we gotta get our sway bar link out. If the sway bar link doesn't come out, we're gonna cut it, and we'll just go get 2 new ones because they didn't come. Well, we didn't order them, but alright, let's get the wheels up. Alright guys, so the sway bars don't look too bad. I might be able to reuse them. I'm gonna heat them up though real good. See if I can break it. Does it have? Yes. Nope. Nope. Dang. Maybe. Maybe not. If I can't get it to turn, if I can't use a star bit or a whatever bit that is, and get that nut out, I'm gonna have to just cut it. Doesn't have nothing in the back to hold on to. So it's just those 2 bolts, 3 on top. Let's get it done. Alright, I'm gonna heat the nut up a little bit, and I'm gonna see if I can get it out with the impact. If not, I'm gonna use this adapter. I'm just gonna have to take it out the hard way. The heat did it, guys. It came out beautiful. Beautiful. I didn't even have to hold it with the key. Alright, hopefully it comes out the same on the other side. Exactly, I definitely. Yes! I had been working out beautiful. Sway bar links are broken. At least they came out nice. They were gonna get cut. But they did send the sway bar links, and they sent the good ones, the ones you can refill with the grease. You don't see these a lot anymore. Beautiful, beautiful. Let's get these out. 17mm down at the bottom, 18 at the top. And this is how I got that nut out. I wedged my breaker part right there, and then I pry it this way and I put enough pressure on this nut and loosened it up. It's loose now. If I can get, I'm gonna have to hold it spinning. But either way, it's loose. It's one step closer. I don't have any vice grips, but these little pliers are giving me enough bite. It's coming off slowly. Otherwise, I'd just grind it off. Right there it is. Shot. The driver's side. Alright, I'm warming this one up. See if this one will be easier. Alright, this one's coming out. If it was any rustier, I wouldn't have wasted my time. I would have just cut it, but it didn't look too crazy. Too crazy rusty. Alright, and this, just pop it out. That's a 12. Pop all this off. Alright, now we can loosen our 2 bolts. And our 3 nuts from the top. Alright guys, 22 on both sides. I'm using a breaker bar just to break them free, or you can use your impact gun. Those are loose. Let's do the other side. Just quick until they pop. Let me do this bottom one. I need both hands. Got my breaker bar in place. Just take my nuts out. Okay, do the bottom one. Move that input, or move my breaker bar. Let me see. Doing this with one hand. Jesus, harder than taking the part out. Don't damage that bleeder. Screw there. Alright, then we'll just hammer them out. Don't mess up the threads. I might have to put my nuts back on there at least a little bit. This right there, like that. Alright, I got it held on with this extension here. I'm gonna do my top three, and I'm gonna take it out, put my new one in. Alright, both of our bolts are out. Now I can take our 13mm up top. Never take this, never take the center one out. Or your spring is gonna come out and hit you in the face, and that's not gonna feel good. Oh, and there it goes. Maybe put a jack stand or a jack under there to catch it. The whole control arm just fell straight down. And don't let your axle fall out of place. That's why you're not supposed to let it drop all the way down. Your axle can pop out of place over there. You don't want that. Alright, let me get this out. First one's out. Yeah, I suggest you put a jack, a block, jack stand, something to catch your hub, because like I said, you don't want it to pop out of your axle. You don't want it to pop out of the housing or bungee it or something. But alright, we're gonna put our strut in there, bolt it up from the top first, and then we'll do the bottom. And then you know you got your right one, because our sway bar link is on this side. Just match it up to the old one. The one that says right there. It says right here. Alright, let's get these nuts off. Swing it through. We just gotta get one in place. Let's see if I can get it. Down, and then we'll get our bottom two. These new nuts are 15. I gotta get a long, deep socket. Line it up, get one of the bolts in place. Then we'll start with the bottom one first, then the top. Alright guys, I had to put my jack under my control arm to lift it up so I could get one of these bolts in place. I suggest you tie your hub off somewhere. Don't let it fall, because I almost popped my axle out of place. So, but yeah, just put a jack under the car. See, I gotta do this bottom one. I gotta push it out a little bit. Let me see. Let me see what I can do. Maybe I could drop it. Push it out. I need both hands though. Alright, this bottom one, this top one went easy. This bottom one, you gotta push on the face of the caliper and back, and it'll move. It'll give you enough room. Put it in from this side first, and then it'll line itself up. Alright, almost there. Alright, now I'm gonna put my sway bar link on the bottom only. That way it's easier for me to tighten it up on the other side, and then we'll do this top part of the sway bar last. Alright guys, new sway bar links. The nut is 17 millimeter, and I wasn't gonna do the top one for this reason, because I could lift my full sway bar up somewhat and be able to tighten it up with more room. I like these because you come in with a wrench and you can hold the sway bar knuckle part while you turn the nut, so it's so much easier to remove later on and to install, since there's not too much room back there. And I also went ahead and installed the other side, the driver's side, just so I could finish the passenger side off and I don't have to worry about this one anymore. So that's in. Now I can install the sway bar completely on that side. And this one, same way, with your 18 wrench, and then just go ahead and tighten it up. You need both hands for this, but yeah, that's how you do it. Alright, now I'm just gonna finish off the passenger side. I'm just gonna get it over with. Let's see. This bottom one. Don't hit your bleeder screw. I got this luckily, and it's all beat up. But otherwise, you would have to just ratchet it down. This goes back in like that. And we just put our 10 what was it? I think it was 10 millimeter right here. Holding your hoses in place. One right there. One right there. Let's put it in place. Alright, I found it. It's 12. And I got it in. Alright, got my jack in place. Take these bolts out. This one. This down. Okay. That's two. Alright. See if I can get them out. That one just comes out like nothing. Alright, just don't let your axle drop out. And now I'm gonna do the 3 on top. Alright, 3 on top coming out. This one, 2, 3. Alright, now we should be able to get this strut out. Nothing's holding it. Got our jack in place. It's not gonna drop. We're good to go. Just bang it out of place. There you go. Hold your hub, and then you could get the strut out of there. I'm gonna need both hands. Alright, I'm gonna do this all in one shot. I'm gonna swing it in, and then I'm gonna get it through the top. Oh man, my axle. I care more about my hub. I don't want my axle popping out of place. Okay. Okay. Put my foot right here. Putting my nuts up top. And they're bigger. Where are they? 15s. They're 15s. Let's see. Last one in here. Still holding the hub. My foot. Alright, there we go. I'm gonna go line it up. Put my bolts in place. Push the strut back. Turn the strut. Line it up with my hub. There it is. Now I can put my bolts through. There's one. Push this. Oh, he didn't even get none of that. He didn't get none of that. Alright, so I got my top bolt through. Push on that rotor. So I can line up that bottom one. Get to slide on. There we go. Jeez. Alright. Nuts. Got them in there. Where's my other one? This is my other 22, guys. Where's my other 22? I literally just had it. Oh, here it is. Doesn't want to work anymore. What's up with that? Okay, step bottom rod. Alright. And then I'm gonna do my sway bar link. I'm gonna have to turn the wheel. Yep, I'm gonna have to turn the wheel. Alright, let's do our sway bar link. And that's it. And then this all she wrote, guys. Jeez. One way. Come on. What's going on here? Alright. We're ready to go, guys. Just put our brake hardware back. And we're good to go. Right there, like that. Like that. And I just gotta find that nut, wherever that nut is, or that bolt actually. I don't know where it's at. Alright, everything's on there. Alright, sway bar links are tightened up. These bolts are tightened up. Now we can put our wheel on. These are the whole parts. Yeah, the whole strut was already moving back and forth all crazy. That's probably the mount and everything was probably all worn out. Alright guys, shocks, complete assembly, and sway bar links are in. Oh yeah, it was so bouncy before. Alright, so all parts, bye bye. We're gonna put the bumper, and that's that for the Lexus. Alright, and the bumper's on. Gotta get a new light. The water destroyed all the wires. So I guess a new connector and a new light. I'm gonna re-clear it later. It's getting too cold. Doesn't really matter at this point. Alright, so the Lexus is ready to go. She is. We'll paint it soon. This is the electrical for the light. The wire just literally is gone. It would have to be rewired. It could probably be salvaged. I don't know. If you swap the wires out. I guess we also replaced our horns here. Two different. They look like two different styles, but you just pop the connector and plug it in. 12mm bolt holding it in place, and that's it. Super easy. It's got a little tab on the side. Just press the tab. Take out the old ones. Here's my old ones, original. But they were shorting out my fuse. So let's see if this works. We gotta replace the fuse and we'll test it. But she's ready to honk at somebody.
Now you can honk at people. Yup. Back in action.